In the annals of history, the stories of great leaders often eclipse the lives of those who stood steadfastly beside them. Yet, the role of Lady Jiso in the unification of the Korean Peninsula, through her unwavering support of her husband, General Kim Il-sung, offers a compelling counterpoint to this narrative. Set against the backdrop of the Three Kingdoms period, her life provides a window into the intricate weave of familial bonds, courtly intrigues, and the enduring pursuit of unity that defined Silla's rise to power. The Three Kingdoms era was a turbulent and transformative time. Divided between the kingdoms of Goguryeo, Baekje, and Silla, the Korean Peninsula was a fractured land rife with conflict. Goguryeo, the largest of the three, dominated the northern regions with its formidable military prowess. Baekje, renowned for its cultural sophistication, held sway in the west. Meanwhile, Silla, the smallest and most isolated kingdom in the southeast, often relied on strategic alliances and cunning diplomacy to survive. It was within this cauldron of ambition and strife that Lady Jiso was born, a child of noble lineage destined to influence the course of history. Lady Jiso's upbringing was steeped in the traditions and values of Silla's aristocracy. Her father, Kim Il-sung, was a key figure in the court, known for his loyalty to the throne and his sharp political acumen. From him, Jiso inherited a deep sense of duty and an understanding of the delicate balance between power and principle. Her mother, equally formidable, was a paragon of grace and wisdom, instilling in Jiso the qualities that would later define her as a matriarch and a partner to one of Silla's greatest generals. Marriage, in the aristocratic circles of Silla, was rarely a matter of personal choice. It was a political act, a means of consolidating power and forging alliances. For Lady Jiso, her union with Kim Il-sung was both a personal and a political milestone. Kim Il-sung, though young, was already gaining a reputation as a gifted military strategist. Their marriage united two powerful families, strengthening the ties between the Kim clan and the royal court. This alliance would prove pivotal in the years to come. As Kim Il-sung rose to prominence and Lady Jiso's role evolved from dutiful wife to strategic confidant, the early years of their marriage were marked by the challenges and opportunities of a kingdom striving for survival. Silla's position was precarious, caught between the military might of Goguryeo and the cultural dominance of Baekje. It was during this time that Lady Jiso's quiet influence began to take root. While Kim Il-sung led campaigns to secure Silla's borders and expand its territory, Lady Jiso managed their household with an unwavering hand. Beyond the domestic sphere, she acted as a bridge between her husband and the court, leveraging her familial connections to build alliances and mitigate rivalries. Lady Jiso's role extended far beyond the private sphere. In Silla, as in many patriarchal societies, women's contributions to statecraft were often overlooked. Yet, the influence of noble women like Lady Jiso was profound. Through her, the values of loyalty, perseverance, and unity found a foothold not only within her family but also within the broader fabric of Silla's society. Her ability to navigate the complexities of court life and maintain the loyalty of powerful factions ensured that Kim Il-sung could focus on his military campaigns without fear of political upheaval at home. As Silla's fortunes grew, so too did the demands on Lady Jiso. The couple's household became a microcosm of the kingdom itself, a place where competing interests converged and unity was forged through careful negotiation. Lady Jiso's skills as a mediator were tested time and again, particularly as Kim Il-sung's prominence attracted both allies and adversaries. Her ability to maintain harmony within their family and among their supporters was instrumental in preserving the stability that underpinned Silla's ascension. One of Lady Jiso's most enduring legacies was her role as a mother. She and Kim Il-sung raised their children with a deep sense of duty to their kingdom and their family's legacy. Each child was groomed not only to inherit their parents' values, but also to contribute to Silla's future. Lady Jiso's influence in this regard cannot be overstated. Her teachings instilled in her children the resilience and vision that would sustain the Kim family's prominence for generations. Lady Jiso's story is also one of personal sacrifice. The demands of her role often required her to place the needs of her family and her kingdom above her own. During Kim Yusin's extended campaigns, she bore the burden of maintaining their household and managing the uncertainties of a kingdom at war. Her strength in these moments was a testament to her character and her commitment to Silla's cause. The high point of Lady Jiso's influence coincided with Silla's greatest triumph, the unification of the three kingdoms. This monumental achievement, often attributed solely to Kim Yusin and his contemporaries, was in no small part due to the support and stability provided by figures like Lady Jiso. Her contributions, though less visible, were no less vital. By fostering unity within her family and her court, she created a foundation upon which Silla's leaders could build their vision of a unified peninsula. In the years following the unification, Lady Jiso's role evolved once more. With Silla's position secured, she turned her attention to ensuring the continuity of their family's legacy. As a matriarch, she guided her children and grandchildren, imparting the wisdom and values that had defined her life. Her influence extended far beyond her immediate family, shaping the next generation of Silla's leaders and solidifying her place in the kingdom's history. Lady Jiso's life is a testament to the power of quiet resilience and the enduring impact of unseen contributions. In a time and place where women's roles were often confined to the shadows, she emerged as a pivotal figure in Silla's journey toward unity. Her story challenges us to look beyond the traditional narratives of history and recognize the myriad ways in which individuals, often overlooked, shape the course of nations. As we delve deeper into the life of Lady Jiso, each chapter will reveal a new facet of her character and her influence. From her noble beginnings to her role as a wife, mother, and matriarch, her story is one of strength, sacrifice, and enduring legacy. It is a story that reminds us of the complexities of history and the interconnectedness of the personal and the political, the private and the public, in the shaping of our world. Lady Jiso's early life unfolded in the gilded yet tumultuous halls of Silla's aristocracy. Born into the illustrious Kim family, she was surrounded by privilege and the weighty expectations of a society deeply rooted in Confucian values and hierarchical order. Her father, Kim Seo-hyun, was a prominent court official known for his unwavering loyalty to the throne. His reputation for strategic insight and integrity made him a trusted advisor to the royal family. From an early age, Lady Jiso was immersed in the nuances of court life, where power was brokered in whispered conversations and alliances were sealed with solemn oaths. As a child, Lady Jiso demonstrated an aptitude for diplomacy and a keen understanding of the delicate balance between duty and ambition. Her mother, a woman of remarkable grace and intellect, played a pivotal role in shaping her character. Under her mother's tutelage, Jiso learned the arts of negotiation, etiquette, and the management of household affairs, skills that would later prove indispensable in her role as the wife of General Kim Yusin. Silla, during Jiso's formative years, was a kingdom on the brink of transformation. Its geographical isolation in the southeastern corner of the peninsula offered both protection and limitation. While the natural barriers of mountains and rivers shielded Silla from external threats, they also hindered its expansion and interaction with the more cosmopolitan kingdoms of Goguryeo and Beach. This duality shaped Silla's character as a kingdom of resilience and resourcefulness, traits mirrored in Lady Jiso's own life. The political landscape of the Three Kingdoms era was one of constant flux. Rivalries between Goguryeo, Beach, and Silla often erupted into open conflict, with shifting alliances adding to the instability. Within this volatile environment, the Kim family emerged as a bastion of stability and influence within Silla. Lady Jiso's lineage connected her to a legacy of leadership, and her upbringing prepared her to navigate the complexities of a court rife with intrigue and ambition. Her marriage to Kim Yusin was a turning point that united two powerful factions within Silla's aristocracy. Though their union was undoubtedly a political arrangement, it was also a meeting of two formidable individuals whose partnership would shape the destiny of their kingdom. Kim Yusin, already a rising star in Silla's military, brought with him a vision of unity and strength. Lady Jiso, with her keen intellect and deep understanding of courtly dynamics, complemented his ambitions and provided the foundation upon which their shared legacy would be built. The early days of their marriage were marked by the interplay of personal and political challenges. Kim Yusin's military campaigns demanded his attention and often kept him away from home for extended periods. During these absences, Lady Jiso assumed the mantle of leadership within their household. Her ability to manage the complexities of family life while maintaining the loyalty of their allies was a testament to her resilience and strategic acumen. Lady Jiso's influence extended beyond her immediate family. She played a crucial role in fostering alliances that bolstered Silla's position within the peninsula. Her diplomatic skills were instrumental in securing the support of powerful factions within the court, ensuring that her husband's military successes were matched by political stability at home. Through her efforts, Lady Jiso helped to lay the groundwork for the unification of the three kingdoms, a vision that would come to fruition through the combined efforts of her family and their allies. The legacy of Lady Jiso's early years is one of quiet strength and unwavering commitment to her family and her kingdom. Her story, though often overshadowed by the more visible achievements of her husband, is a reminder of the profound impact of those who work behind the scenes to shape the course of history. As we continue to explore her life, we will see how her influence grew and evolved, leaving an indelible mark on Silla and its people. Kim Yusin's rise as a legendary military commander was paralleled by Lady Jiso's transformation into a key strategist and supporter within their partnership, as Silla faced growing threats from the powerful kingdoms of Goguryeo and Baekje. The couple's complementary strengths became a cornerstone of the kingdom's survival and eventual ascension. Lady Jiso, though operating largely behind the scenes, wielded influence that shaped not only her husband's campaigns but also the kingdom's strategy in navigating the turbulent political landscape. The martial prowess of Kim Yusin was evident from an early age, and his appointment as a military commander brought him into the spotlight as a leader capable of uniting Silla's fragmented forces. However, his campaigns demanded resources, alliances, and unwavering morale, all of which Lady Jiso helped to secure. Her role in managing their household extended beyond domestic affairs, encompassing the complex web of Silla's political and social hierarchies. She became an indispensable ally in gathering support for Kim Yusin's military endeavors. One of Lady Jiso's most remarkable contributions was her ability to mediate conflicts within the Silla court. As Kim Yusin gained prominence, his ascent was met with resistance from rival factions wary of his growing influence. Lady Jiso's diplomatic finesse allowed her to navigate these tensions, building coalitions that strengthened her husband's position. Through her efforts, she mitigated potential threats to their family's standing while fostering a sense of unity among Silla's leadership. Lady Jiso's influence was not limited to court politics. Her support of Kim Yusin extended to the battlefield, where her strategic insight often informed his decisions. While the specifics of her contributions remain shrouded in the mists of history, records suggest that she played a key role in advising her husband during critical moments in his campaigns. Her understanding of Silla's internal dynamics and her ability to anticipate the moves of their adversaries provided Kim Yusin with an edge in his military strategies. As Silla's military campaigns intensified, Lady Jiso's resilience was tested time and again. The demands of war placed immense strain on their family, with Kim Yusin often away for extended periods. Lady Jiso's strength in maintaining their household and supporting their children ensured that their family remained a source of stability amid the chaos of war. Her ability to balance the personal and the political underscored her importance not only as a partner to Kim Yusin but also as a leader in her own right. One of the most significant moments in their partnership came during the campaign against Baekje, a rival kingdom whose cultural and military influence posed a formidable challenge to Silla's ambitions. The Battle of Wangsanbeil, a turning point in Silla's quest for unification, showcased the synergy between Kim Yusin's military leadership and Lady Jiso's strategic support. While Kim Yusin led Silla's forces to a decisive victory, Lady Jiso's efforts in securing resources and maintaining morale at home were equally crucial to the campaign's success. Lady Jiso's role as a strategist and supporter extended beyond individual battles. Her vision for Silla's future aligned with her husband's aspirations for unity, and together they worked to lay the groundwork for the eventual unification of the three kingdoms. Her ability to inspire loyalty and foster collaboration among Silla's leaders was instrumental in creating the conditions for this monumental achievement. The legacy of Lady Jiso and Kim Yusin's partnership is one of resilience, collaboration, and shared vision. Their complementary strengths allowed them to navigate the challenges of their time and leave an indelible mark on Silla's history. As we continue to explore Lady Jiso's life, we will see how her influence extended beyond her role as a strategist and supporter, shaping the next generation of leaders and ensuring the continuity of Silla's legacy. The unification of the Korean Peninsula under Silla's leadership was a monumental achievement, and Lady Jiso stood at the heart of the political, cultural, and social transformations that made this possible. Her role as a matriarch, diplomat, and unifier was pivotal during a time when Silla sought to consolidate power amidst growing tensions, both within its borders and across the peninsula. This period of her life represents a complex tapestry of resilience, vision, and relentless effort to ensure that Silla not only survived but thrived as a leading power in the region. Lady Jiso's influence became most visible as Silla's military campaigns gained momentum, spearheaded by her husband, General Kim Yusin. While the general led forces on the battlefield, Lady Jiso orchestrated alliances, resolved conflicts, and guided the court through turbulent times. Her understanding of power dynamics within the kingdom was unparalleled, enabling her to neutralize internal dissent and build bridges between rival factions. With Kim Yusin often away leading military campaigns, the weight of managing the court and maintaining political stability fell squarely on Lady Jiso's shoulders. Her mastery of diplomacy extended beyond the internal politics of Silla. Lady Jiso was instrumental in maintaining Silla's alliance with the Tang dynasty, a partnership that proved critical to the kingdom's efforts to subdue Baekje and Goguryeo. Yet, this alliance came with its own set of challenges. The Tang court, while offering military support, also harbored ambitions of controlling the peninsula. Lady Jiso navigated this delicate relationship with tact and wisdom, ensuring that Silla retained its autonomy while benefiting from Tang resources and expertise. As Silla's influence expanded, so too did the complexities of governing its newly acquired territories. Lady Jiso recognized that military conquest was only the first step. True unification required the integration of diverse cultures, traditions, and peoples. She championed efforts to preserve the cultural heritage of Baekje and Goguryeo, commissioning the restoration of temples, the celebration of shared festivals, and the incorporation of their artistic traditions into Silla's cultural fabric. Her vision for unity extended beyond political borders, fostering a sense of collective identity that resonated deeply with the people of the peninsula. The integration of these territories also necessitated significant administrative reforms. Lady Jiso played a key role in advising Kim Yusin and the royal court on policies that would ensure equitable governance across the kingdom. She advocated for the inclusion of leaders from Baekje and Goguryeo in Silla's administration, a move that helped to mitigate resistance and build trust among the newly incorporated regions. Her emphasis on fairness and inclusivity was instrumental in maintaining stability during this period of rapid expansion. Beyond her political and diplomatic contributions, Lady Jiso remained deeply connected to the welfare of Silla's people. She understood that the strength of the kingdom rested on the prosperity and loyalty of its citizens. During times of famine or hardship, she personally oversaw relief efforts, distributing food, clothing, and resources to those in need. Her compassion and dedication earned her the enduring love of the populace, who regarded her as a symbol of maternal care and moral leadership. Lady Jiso's influence also extended to the next generation of Silla's leaders. She was a devoted mother who took an active role in the education and upbringing of her children. instilling in them the values of integrity, perseverance, and service to the kingdom. Her guidance ensured that her children were well prepared to assume positions of leadership, continuing the legacy of their parents. Her eldest son, Kim Won-sul, became a key figure in Silla's administration, while her daughters forged important alliances through marriage, further strengthening the kingdom's position. The relationship between Lady Jiso and Kim Yoo-sin during this time was a partnership of equals, built on mutual respect and shared purpose. While Kim Yoo-sin's military successes brought him fame and recognition, he often credited Lady Jiso's counsel and support as integral to his achievements. Their partnership exemplified the balance of strength and strategy, with Lady Jiso providing the stability and vision that allowed Kim Yoo-sin to focus on his campaigns. As Silla approached its ultimate goal of unification, the pressures on Lady Jiso grew more intense. The court became increasingly divided over the kingdom's relationship with the Tang dynasty and the future of the newly acquired territories. Lady Jiso's ability to mediate these disputes was critical in maintaining unity within the court. Her reputation for fairness and her unwavering commitment to Silla's interests made her a trusted advisor to the king and a respected figure among the kingdom's leaders. Lady Jiso's efforts culminated in the successful unification of the Korean Peninsula under Silla's leadership. This achievement, often attributed solely to the military and political strategies of Kim Yoo-sin and the royal court, was also a testament to Lady Jiso's contributions. Her tireless work behind the scenes laid the foundation for this historic accomplishment, ensuring that Silla emerged not only as a military power but also as a beacon of cultural and administrative excellence. As the kingdom transitioned into a new era of unity and prosperity, Lady Jiso's role began to evolve. She turned her attention to ensuring the long-term stability of Silla, focusing on the education of future leaders and the preservation of the kingdom's cultural heritage. Her vision for Silla as a unified and harmonious kingdom continued to guide her actions, leaving an indelible mark on its history. The rise of Silla as a dominant power on the Korean Peninsula was a multifaceted achievement, shaped by the efforts of many individuals. Yet, among them, Lady Jiso's contributions stand out as a testament to the power of quiet resilience, strategic vision, and unwavering dedication. Her legacy as a unifier and matriarch endures, reminding us of the profound impact that one individual can have on the course of history. The strength of a kingdom lies not only in its leaders but also in the generation it prepares to inherit its legacy. For Lady Jiso, motherhood was not just a private responsibility but a public duty of the highest order. She understood that her role as a mother and mentor would have a lasting impact on Silla's future. Her influence shaped not only her children but also the political and cultural landscape of the kingdom, ensuring that the next generation was prepared to carry forward the vision of unity and prosperity. Lady Jiso's approach to motherhood was deeply rooted in her values of integrity, discipline, and loyalty. She believed that the education of her children should extend beyond academic and martial training to encompass ethics, empathy, and a sense of duty to the people of Silla. She personally oversaw their upbringing, instilling in them the principles that had guided her own life. Her teachings emphasized the importance of understanding the needs of the people, fostering alliances, and maintaining the delicate balance of power within the court. Her eldest son, Kim Won-sul, was groomed to take on a leadership role within the kingdom. From an early age, he accompanied his father, General Kim Yoo-sin, on military campaigns and observed the complexities of governance at court under his mother's guidance. Lady Jiso often discussed political strategy and diplomacy with him, using real-world examples to illustrate the importance of careful decision-making. Her influence on Won-sul's development was profound, and he would go on to become a respected leader who embodied the values of fairness and service that she had instilled in him. Lady Jiso's daughters also played crucial roles in Silla's unification and governance, recognizing the power of marriage as a tool for diplomacy. Lady Jiso arranged alliances through her daughters that strengthened Silla's position within the peninsula. These marriages were not merely political contracts. They were opportunities to foster goodwill and cooperation between rival factions. Lady Jiso's ability to navigate these relationships ensured that her daughters became influential figures in their own right, serving as bridges between powerful families and regions. Beyond her immediate family, Lady Jiso extended her role as a mentor to the children of Silla's nobility. She established an informal network of education and training for young aristocrats, providing them with the skills and values needed to lead the kingdom. This initiative not only strengthened the bonds within the court, but also created a sense of shared purpose among Silla's leaders. Her efforts to cultivate the next generation of leaders reflected her long-term vision for the kingdom, ensuring that the unity achieved during her lifetime would endure. As Silla expanded its influence, Lady Jiso's role as a mother extended to the broader population. She was deeply attuned to the needs and aspirations of the common people, and she often acted as an advocate for their welfare. During times of famine or hardship, she organized relief efforts, distributing food and resources to those in need. Her compassion and dedication earned her the love and respect of Silla's citizens, who referred to her as a mother of the nation. One of Lady Jiso's most enduring contributions during this period was her emphasis on education. She believed that knowledge was the foundation of a strong and just society, and she championed the establishment of schools and centers of learning throughout Silla. These institutions provided not only academic instruction but also training in ethics and leadership, creating a generation of citizens who were well prepared to contribute to the kingdom's growth and stability. Her vision for education as a tool for social cohesion and progress was ahead of its time and left a lasting legacy in Silla's history. Despite her many responsibilities, Lady Jiso remained deeply involved in the lives of her children. She encouraged open communication within the family, creating an environment where her children felt comfortable sharing their concerns and seeking her counsel. Her ability to balance her roles as a mother, mentor, and stateswoman was a testament to her remarkable character and strength. As her children grew and assumed their own roles within the kingdom, Lady Jiso took great pride in their accomplishments. She viewed their successes not as personal achievements but as contributions to the greater good of Silla. Her influence on their lives was evident in the way they approached leadership, always prioritizing the welfare of the people and the unity of the kingdom. Lady Jiso's role as a mother extended beyond her biological children to encompass the entire kingdom. She saw herself as a caretaker of Silla's future, and her efforts to nurture and guide the next generation were integral to the kingdom's stability and prosperity. Her legacy as a mother and mentor is a testament to the power of education, compassion, and vision in shaping the course of history. The story of Lady Jiso during this period is one of quiet but profound influence. Through her counsel and guidance, she prepared Silla for the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead, ensuring that the kingdom's foundation remained strong. Her contributions during this time were not as visible as the battles fought by Kim Yusin, but they were no less critical to Silla's success. As we continue to explore her life, we will see how her legacy as a unifier and matriarch endured, shaping the destiny of the Korean Peninsula for generations to come. The year 660 marked a decisive moment in the history of the Korean Peninsula and the culmination of decades of effort by Silla to unify the fragmented kingdoms. For Lady Jiso, this was a time of immense personal and political significance. The Battle of Wangsanbil, a climactic confrontation between Silla and Beech, would forever change the trajectory of her life and the destiny of the kingdom. While Kim Yusin commanded the troops on the battlefield, Lady Jiso's contributions behind the scenes proved indispensable to Silla's success. The lead-up to the battle was fraught with challenges. Beech, under the leadership of General Gaibeek, had mobilized its forces for a last stand against Silla's advance. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Lady Jiso worked tirelessly to ensure that the army was well supplied and that morale remained high. Her efforts extended beyond logistical support. She organized ceremonies and rituals to invoke the blessings of the heavens, instilling confidence in the soldiers and their families. Lady Jiso's diplomatic acumen was also critical during this time. The alliance with the Tang dynasty was under strain, as Tang officials grew wary of Silla's growing ambitions. Lady Jiso personally intervened, dispatching envoys to the Tang court with gifts and letters that emphasized Silla's commitment to their partnership. Her ability to navigate this delicate relationship ensured that Tang forces would join Silla in the campaign against Beech, tipping the balance of power in their favor. As the battle drew closer, tensions within the Silla court began to surface. Rival factions, jealous of Kim Yusin's rising influence, sought to undermine his authority. Lady Jiso once again stepped into the role of mediator, quelling dissent and rallying the court behind the war effort. Her unwavering support for her husband and her ability to unify the court were instrumental in maintaining stability during this critical period. The Battle of Wangsanbil itself was a grueling confrontation that tested the resolve of both sides. Kim Yusin's strategic brilliance was on full display, but it was the spirit of the Silla forces, bolstered by Lady Jiso's efforts, that ultimately carried the day. News of the victory sent shockwaves through the peninsula, signaling the beginning of the end for Beech and the dawn of a new era for Silla. While the battlefield was the focus of much attention, Lady Jiso's work at home ensured that the kingdom could withstand the pressures of war. She coordinated relief efforts for the families of soldiers, provided aid to war-torn regions, and oversaw the integration of Beech territories into Silla's administration. Her ability to balance compassion with pragmatism made her an effective leader during this tumultuous time. The fall of Beech was a moment of triumph for Silla, but it also marked the beginning of new challenges. Lady Jiso recognized that the unification of the peninsula required more than military conquest. It demanded a cohesive vision for governance and cultural integration. She took the lead in initiating dialogues with Beech's leaders, offering them positions within Silla's administration and ensuring that their cultural heritage was respected. These efforts helped to ease the transition and fostered a sense of unity among the people of the newly expanded kingdom. In the months following the battle, Lady Jiso worked closely with Kim Yusin and the royal court to consolidate Silla's gains. Her emphasis on diplomacy and cultural exchange laid the groundwork for lasting unity, while her initiatives to support the common people ensured that the kingdom's foundations remained strong. Lady Jiso's vision for a unified Korea extended beyond borders and politics. She saw it as a shared destiny that required the contributions of all its people. The turning point was not just a military victory. It was a testament to the strength of Silla's leadership and the sacrifices of its people. For Lady Jiso, it was a moment of vindication, a realization that her lifelong efforts had brought the kingdom closer to its ultimate goal. As she stood at the threshold of a new era, she remained committed to the vision of unity that had guided her life, knowing that the challenges ahead would require the same courage and determination that had carried her through the trials of the past. Lady Jiso's contributions during this pivotal period solidified her legacy as one of Silla's greatest leaders. Her ability to navigate the complexities of war, diplomacy, and governance ensured that the victory at Wangsanbil was not just a fleeting triumph but a turning point in the history of the Korean Peninsula. Her story during this time is a reminder of the power of resilience, vision, and unwavering dedication to a higher cause. Following the victory at Wangsanbil and the subsequent fall of Beech, Silla found itself poised on the brink of an unprecedented transformation. The triumph was both exhilarating and perilous, as the internal stability of the court faced challenges from both entrenched rivalries and the burden of governing newly acquired territories. Lady Jiso, whose influence had already proven pivotal, stepped further into the political fray, becoming the linchpin that held Silla's fragmented factions together during these critical years. The Unification campaign had emboldened Silla's ambitions, but the path forward was fraught with danger. The absorption of Beech's territories presented logistical, administrative, and cultural challenges. These newly conquered lands were rich in resources and cultural heritage, but they also harbored resentment toward their new rulers. To complicate matters further, Silla's alliance with the Tang dynasty grew strained as disputes arose over territorial claims. these tensions rippled through the court, where power struggles threatened to undermine the hard-won stability of the kingdom. Lady Jiso's role during this tumultuous period was multifaceted. As a mediator, she worked tirelessly to diffuse conflicts within the court. The powerful aristocratic families of Silla, emboldened by the kingdom's recent successes, sought to expand their own influence. Lady Jiso, however, was committed to ensuring that Silla's unity was preserved. Her deft handling of political rivalries often took the form of quiet diplomacy, private negotiations, and well-timed gestures of reconciliation. Her interventions prevented numerous disputes from escalating into open conflicts. One of the most significant challenges Lady Jiso faced during this time was navigating Silla's relationship with the Tang dynasty. While the alliance had been instrumental in securing military victories, it became increasingly clear that Tang's ambitions extended beyond mere partnership. Tang envoys began pressing for control over key territories in the former Beach lands, citing their contributions to the campaign as justification. Silla's court was divided on how to respond. Some advocated appeasement, fearing the wrath of the powerful Chinese empire, while others called for defiance to protect Silla's sovereignty. Lady Jiso played a crucial role in steering Silla through this diplomatic quagmire, recognizing the importance of maintaining the alliance while safeguarding Silla's autonomy. She devised a strategy that balanced diplomacy with subtle resistance. She dispatched emissaries to the Tang court, offering tributes and assurances of Silla's loyalty while quietly strengthening Silla's administrative control over the disputed territories. Her ability to maintain a delicate equilibrium prevented the alliance from unraveling and ensured that Silla retained its hard-won gains. Internally, Lady Jiso's efforts to integrate Beach's territories into Silla's administration were equally vital. She advocated for a policy of inclusion, urging the court to incorporate Beach's aristocracy and officials into Silla's governance structure. This approach not only mitigated resistance but also fostered a sense of shared purpose among the people of the unified kingdom. Lady Jiso personally oversaw the restoration of Beach's cultural landmarks, emphasizing their importance as symbols of the peninsula's shared heritage. Her vision extended beyond mere political consolidation. She sought to create a unified identity that transcended regional divisions. Lady Jiso's initiatives were not without opposition. Some factions within the court viewed her policies as overly conciliatory, arguing that they weakened Silla's dominance over its new territories. Others resented her growing influence, seeing her as a challenge to the traditional power structures of the kingdom. These critics often sought to undermine her by spreading rumors or fostering dissent among her allies. Lady Jiso, however, remained undeterred. Her resilience and ability to outmaneuver her opponents ensured that her policies continued to shape Silla's future. During this period, Lady Jiso's personal life became increasingly intertwined with her political responsibilities. As a mother, she continued to guide her children, who were now stepping into prominent roles within Silla's administration and military. Her eldest son, Kim Wonsil, became a trusted advisor to the king, while her daughters solidified alliances through strategic marriages. Lady Jiso's ability to balance her familial duties with her political responsibilities was a testament to her remarkable character and strength. One of Lady Jiso's most notable achievements during this time was her role in the establishment of a centralized administrative system that unified Silla's governance, recognizing the need for efficient management of the kingdom's expanding territories. She worked closely with the court to implement reforms that streamlined taxation, land distribution, and legal systems. These reforms not only strengthened Silla's internal stability, but also laid the foundation for its emergence as a cohesive and powerful state. Lady Jiso's influence extended beyond the court and into the lives of Silla's common people. She championed policies that prioritized the welfare of the kingdom's citizens, advocating for fair taxation and the protection of peasant rights. Her compassion and dedication to justice earned her the enduring respect of Silla's populace, who saw her as a symbol of hope and stability during a time of great change. As Silla's unification efforts gained momentum, Lady Jiso's vision for the kingdom began to take shape. She dreamed of a Korea that was not only politically united but also culturally enriched and socially cohesive. Her efforts to integrate the diverse peoples and traditions of the peninsula into a single, harmonious entity were driven by her belief in the transformative power of unity. Through her leadership, Silla became not just a conqueror but a unifier, setting the stage for a new era of prosperity and cultural flourishing. Lady Jiso's legacy during this period is one of quiet but profound leadership. Her ability to navigate the complexities of courtly intrigues, diplomatic challenges, and social integration ensured that Silla's unification was more than a fleeting military triumph. It was a transformative moment that reshaped the destiny of the Korean Peninsula. As her influence grew, so too did the realization that Lady Jiso was not merely a figure behind the scenes but a true architect of Silla's success. In the years that followed, Lady Jiso's efforts would continue to bear fruit, as Silla emerged as a beacon of stability and cultural achievement. Her story during this time is a testament to the power of vision, resilience, and the enduring impact of one woman's determination to shape the course of history. By the late 660s, the dream of a unified Korean peninsula under Silla's banner was closer than ever. Yet, the path to this unity was marked by immense sacrifice. The consolidation of power over the former Beach territories and the continued campaigns against Goguryeo demanded not only military strength but also unyielding resilience from the kingdom's leaders. Lady Jiso, the ever-present guiding force behind Silla's success, found herself navigating one of the most challenging periods of her life. Her influence reached a crescendo as the kingdom faced escalating pressure from the Tang dynasty. Despite Silla's victories, Tang officials grew increasingly assertive, demanding greater territorial concessions. For Lady Jiso, this was an existential challenge. The Tang alliance had been crucial in dismantling Beach and weakening Goguryeo, but it now threatened Silla's sovereignty. She recognized that balancing this delicate relationship required strategic maneuvering and extraordinary patience. Lady Jiso orchestrated a multi-pronged approach to counter Tang's overreach. First, she strengthened Silla's administrative hold over newly conquered territories by installing loyal governors and ensuring that local populations were included in governance. She fortified Silla's grip on its acquisitions. This not only curtailed Tang's influence but also created a sense of shared purpose among the kingdom's diverse regions. At the same time, Lady Jiso fostered an environment of cultural integration. Understanding that unity required more than political control, she championed the preservation of Beach and Goguryeo traditions, commissioning historians to document their histories and artisans to incorporate their styles into Silla's cultural narrative. Temples and monuments were erected to honor the shared spiritual and artistic heritage of the peninsula, creating symbols of unity that resonated deeply with the people. The demands of war and diplomacy took a heavy toll on Silla's resources. Lady Jiso spearheaded initiatives to ensure the kingdom's economic stability. She encouraged the expansion of agricultural production, introduced more efficient taxation systems, and supported trade with neighboring states. Her efforts to revitalize the economy provided the material foundation needed to sustain Silla's unification campaigns. Amid these endeavors, Lady Jiso also faced personal sacrifices. Her husband, General Kim Yusin, was frequently away leading the army, leaving her to manage both the court and their family. The strain of these responsibilities was compounded by the loss of loved ones, as war claimed the lives of many close to her. Yet, she remained steadfast, driven by her belief in the vision of a united Korea. The campaign against Goguryeo proved to be one of the most arduous undertakings in Silla's history. Goguryeo's formidable defenses and strategic alliances made it a daunting adversary. Lady Jiso played a crucial role in maintaining morale at home, ensuring that the soldiers' families were cared for and that the kingdom's unity did not falter under the strain of prolonged conflict. Her correspondence with military leaders often included words of encouragement and practical advice, demonstrating her deep understanding of both strategy and human resilience. One of Lady Jiso's most remarkable achievements during this period was her ability to sustain the Tang-Silla alliance despite mounting tensions. Through carefully worded letters and diplomatic overtures, she convinced Tang officials that Silla's success was in their mutual interest. Her ability to navigate these high-stakes negotiations ensured that Tang forces continued to support Silla's campaigns while preserving the kingdom's autonomy. The eventual fall of Goguryeo in 668 marked the culmination of decades of effort. Silla, under the leadership of figures like Kim Yusin and Lady Jiso, had achieved what once seemed impossible: the unification of the Korean Peninsula. Yet, the victory came at a steep cost. The kingdom was left deeply scarred by years of war, and the task of rebuilding loomed large. For Lady Jiso, the triumph was bittersweet. While she took pride in the realization of Silla's vision, she mourned the sacrifices that had been made to achieve it. Friends and allies had been lost, and the strain of leadership had left its mark on her. Nonetheless, she remained committed to the work of unification, knowing that the true challenge lay in ensuring the stability and prosperity of the unified kingdom. Her focus shifted to the next phase of Silla's development. Recognizing the need for reconciliation, she championed policies that emphasized fairness and inclusion. Former Goguryeo leaders were invited to join Silla's administration, and efforts were made to rebuild the war-torn regions. Lady Jiso's initiatives helped to heal the divisions of the past, fostering a sense of shared destiny among the people of the peninsula. The unity achieved through Silla's sacrifices was not just a political milestone. It was a cultural and spiritual transformation. Lady Jiso's vision of a harmonious and prosperous Korea began to take shape. As the kingdom entered a period of unprecedented stability and cultural flourishing, her contributions during this time cemented her legacy as one of the architects of Korea's unification, a figure whose resilience and wisdom shaped the course of history. As she reflected on the journey that had brought Silla to this point, Lady Jiso remained ever mindful of the sacrifices that had made it possible. Her life, marked by courage, compassion, and unwavering dedication, stands as a testament to the enduring power of unity through sacrifice. The fall of Goguryeo in 668 marked the zenith of Silla's unification efforts, ushering in a new era for the Korean Peninsula. While the military triumphs of Kim Yusin and the strategic brilliance of Silla's leadership are well documented, the quieter but equally crucial contributions of Lady Jiso remained the bedrock upon which this success was built. As the dust of war settled, Lady Jiso turned her focus to securing the stability and prosperity of the unified kingdom. Her enduring influence during this period became the cornerstone of Silla's Golden Age, leaving an indelible mark on the nation's history. The challenges of governing a newly unified peninsula were immense. The integration of former Beach and Goguryeo territories required careful planning and execution. While some regions accepted Silla's rule with relative ease, others harbored resentment over their conquest. Recognizing the importance of cultural and social harmony, Lady Jiso spearheaded efforts to bridge these divides. She believed that unity could not be enforced through military might alone. It required a shared sense of identity and purpose. To this end, Lady Jiso championed cultural initiatives that celebrated the diversity of the peninsula while emphasizing common values. She supported the construction and restoration of temples, ensuring that religious and spiritual practices from Beach and Goguryeo were preserved and integrated into Silla's Buddhist traditions. These temples became centers of learning and cultural exchange, fostering a sense of unity among the people. Lady Jiso also recognized the importance of education in shaping the future of the kingdom. She worked to establish schools and academies across Silla, providing access to knowledge and training for both the aristocracy and commoners. These institutions taught not only Confucian and Buddhist principles but also practical skills in administration, agriculture, and craftsmanship. Lady Jiso's emphasis on education laid the groundwork for a more equitable and prosperous society, ensuring that the benefits of unification were felt across all levels of society. Her reforms extended to the realm of governance as well. Lady Jiso played a key role in advising the court on policies that promoted fairness and inclusion. She advocated for the representation of former Beach and Goguryeo leaders within Silla's administration, recognizing that their participation was essential for maintaining stability and fostering trust. Her ability to balance the demands of Silla's aristocracy with the needs of the newly incorporated territories was a testament to her diplomatic skill and vision. One of Lady Jiso's most enduring contributions during this period was her work in rebuilding war-torn regions. The years of conflict had left much of the peninsula devastated, with towns and villages reduced to ruins. Lady Jiso personally oversaw initiatives to provide aid and resources for reconstruction. She worked tirelessly to ensure that displaced families were resettled and that infrastructure, such as roads and irrigation systems, was restored. Her compassion and commitment to rebuilding the kingdom earned her the admiration of Silla's citizens, who regarded her as a symbol of hope and renewal. As the kingdom entered a period of stability, Lady Jiso turned her attention to fostering a sense of collective identity. She believed that Silla's strength lay in its ability to unify not only territories but also hearts and minds. To achieve this, she encouraged the celebration of shared festivals and traditions, blending the cultural practices of Silla, Beach, and Goguryeo. These events became opportunities for people from different regions to come together, strengthening the bonds that held the kingdom together. Lady Jiso's personal life during this time reflected her continued dedication to Silla's future. Her children, who had grown into capable leaders under her guidance, played prominent roles in the kingdom's administration and military. Lady Jiso remained a trusted advisor to her husband, Kim Yusin, and the royal court, offering her wisdom and insight on matters of governance and diplomacy. Her ability to balance her roles as a matriarch, stateswoman, and cultural leader exemplified her extraordinary resilience and vision. Despite her many achievements, Lady Jiso's later years were not without challenges. The pressures of leadership and the weight of her responsibilities took a toll on her health. Yet, even as her strength waned, her resolve remained unshaken. She continued to guide Silla's leaders and inspire its people, ensuring that the legacy of unification would endure for generations to come. Lady Jiso's contributions during this period cemented her place as one of Silla's greatest leaders. Her vision for a unified and harmonious kingdom became a reality, and her efforts to integrate the diverse peoples and cultures of the peninsula laid the foundation for Silla's Golden Age. Her legacy was not merely one of conquest but of compassion, wisdom, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. As she reflected on her life's work, Lady Jiso found solace in the knowledge that her sacrifices had paved the way for a brighter future. Her story, though often overshadowed by the more visible achievements of her contemporaries, remains a testament to the enduring power of leadership and vision. Lady Jiso's lasting legacy is a reminder that true unity is achieved not through force but through understanding, inclusion, and shared purpose. As the Korean Peninsula entered a period of relative peace and prosperity under Silla's rule, Lady Jiso's work was nearing its conclusion. The decades of sacrifice, diplomacy, and relentless effort had borne fruit in the form of a unified and thriving kingdom. Her role as a guiding force behind this transformation was undeniable, yet her influence extended far beyond her lifetime. The closing chapter of Lady Jiso's life was marked by reflection, celebration of her achievements, and the quiet realization of her enduring impact on Silla's legacy. Lady Jiso spent her later years in quiet contemplation at the royal palace, surrounded by her children and grandchildren. The unity of the Kim family, forged through shared struggles and guided by her wisdom, mirrored the unity of the kingdom she had worked so tirelessly to build. As a matriarch, she ensured that the values of compassion, integrity, and dedication to the greater good were passed down to the next generation. These principles became the foundation upon which her descendants would continue to lead and serve. The kingdom, now entering what historians would later call Silla's Golden Age, bore the unmistakable imprint of Lady Jiso's vision. Her contributions to cultural integration, governance, and education had created a society where people from formerly warring regions could coexist and thrive. The temples she restored stood as enduring symbols of spiritual and cultural unity, while the schools she established produced generations of leaders who carried her ideals forward. As her health began to decline, Lady Jiso turned her attention to securing her legacy. She oversaw the compilation of historical records, ensuring that the story of Silla's unification and the contributions of its people would be remembered for generations to come. She also initiated the creation of monuments and artworks that celebrated the shared heritage of Silla, Beach, and Goguryeo, fostering a sense of pride and belonging among the kingdom's citizens. Lady Jiso's final days were spent in the company of her family and closest confidants. Her passing was marked by an outpouring of grief and gratitude from all corners of the kingdom. People from every region came to pay their respects, reflecting the deep love and admiration she had inspired throughout her life. The royal court declared a period of mourning, and her funeral was a grand affair that brought together leaders and citizens alike in a shared expression of reverence and loss. In the years that followed her death, Lady Jiso's legacy continued to shape the destiny of Silla. Her teachings and policies became guiding principles for the kingdom's leaders, ensuring that the unity she had worked so hard to achieve was preserved. The values she championed, fairness, inclusion, and compassion, remained central to Silla's identity, influencing its governance and culture for centuries. Historians would come to regard Lady Jiso as one of the most important figures in Silla's history. While her husband, General Kim Yusin, was celebrated as a military hero, Lady Jiso was remembered as the heart and soul of the unification effort. Her ability to navigate the complexities of court politics, foster cultural integration, and inspire loyalty made her an unparalleled leader in her own right. The story of Lady Jiso is not merely one of historical significance. It is a testament to the enduring power of resilience, vision, and quiet strength. Her life serves as a reminder that the greatest achievements are often the result of unseen sacrifices and unwavering dedication. Lady Jiso's legacy lives on not only in the history of Silla, but in the hearts of those who continue to be inspired by her story. As the sun set over the unified Korean Peninsula, it cast a golden light on the monuments and temples that bore witness to her achievements. Lady Jiso's name became synonymous with unity and hope, a beacon for generations to come. Her story, woven into the fabric of Silla's history, remains a timeless tale of leadership, sacrifice, and the pursuit of a greater purpose.